Welcome, Cancer placements. My name is Kylie. Welcome to your reading for September 2024. I'm going to be doing a raffle, basically monthly, for people to win a free reading with me, a free 30-minute pre recorded reading. If you want to enter, all you have to do is like and subscribe and comment, and you'll be automatically entered to win. This month is extra special because there's only 2 weeks left or less. So the people entering will, it'll be, the chances will be higher that you'll win. Okay. Okay. So before I get into the cards, I had a message come through when I was meditating on the collective for Cancer Collective. And I got a hand held up like 1 minute, like someone was kind of not putting another person, they were kind of like not prioritizing the person they were with. They were kind of like, oh, you need me? Hold on. I'll be back. Like, I'm not giving. It was very selfish energy that made me feel like there is someone, at least one person needs to hear this, that you're not a priority and it's affecting you on a soul level and you don't realize it. And I also got an image. It's like, do you ever see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? So I felt like I saw like this, like it was me in the grass and I was like teeny. And I feel like I don't know if it's connected to that specific situation, but there is a situation where someone feels very small, and it's because of the behavior of this person that they're with. I get a masculine energy with that situation. I don't know. It could be, gender and tarot is very, it's all about energy. So I really feel like there is someone that needs to hear that they need to aim higher and that they should need to stop putting themselves through the ringer. These people or this person is not worth it. It's not worth it because you might be telling yourself, oh, he'll leave that person and be with me, or um, when he's not as busy in work, he'll make me a priority. I need to tell you something. It's not going to happen. Um, no matter what, those are, men have a lot of excuses, women as well. If they're not really into the person as much as the person is them, they're going to make excuses. And I'm telling you from experience. I'm not saying it like, as a dickhead who's trying to like make you feel bad. I promise you that. My whole the reason I want to do this is to actually make sure people know, because I feel like I was very naive for a long time. I did. I mean, I was. And I feel as though there are other people out there like me that think that everyone has as big of a heart as they do. And I hate to tell you, but that's not the case. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but it's not. There are a lot of people that just don't care, and they just don't. They don't feel like you do. And I feel like if you're drawn to this video, you are the person that's being, I would say, victimized. I hate to say that, but it's true, because even if it's not a big, quote unquote, big thing, like you feel like, oh, well, he's not abusing me or he's not doing this. But no, he's taking you for granted. He's making you feel less than, like you don't deserve that. And it really does do psychological damage. And over time, the longer you deal with it, the worse it is, and the longer it takes to heal. And I feel like Spirit right now is really advocating for anyone in this situation to walk away, because I'll tell you what, you don't want. All right, so there are a lot of things that go into this. Attachment issues, trauma from childhood. I don't think that one person exists on this planet that doesn't have childhood trauma. And trauma sounds like a big word to use because most people are like, my childhood was great. And yes, it was. But, like, for example, my mom had to work a lot and my dad wasn't in the picture. He was a narcissist and my mom had to leave him. So she had to work two jobs. And so, like I said, it wasn't her fault, but she couldn't be there for me the way I needed her to be. And that's okay. And I don't blame her. She's great. It's just that, you know, people get affected as a child when your brain's developing. You get affected, and then you have these symptoms later on in life, and you think, oh, it's just me. I used to think, oh, I was just needy. But no, it wasn't that. When I started getting into childhood wounds and healing and going through my spiritual journey, I realized that it wasn't that at all. It was because of the way I grew up. And if you can tap into that and start healing that, I promise you, you will not let someone make you wait. They will be, trust me, I want to empower anyone in this situation currently because it's really important to me. Spirit is very important to them. There are a lot of people that are so beaten down and depressed and blocked off, and they can't even hear their intuition anymore. And that's why I'm doing this. So, all right, I'm gonna get into the cards now. That was like a side note for someone. I hope it gets to the right person. So I got past life. This is I usually pull a few oracle cards just to get the gist of the reading, like where it's gonna be heading. I got divine masculine, earth, and relief. So I feel like a lot of people's divine masculines are working overtime, and our divine feminines, which is our intuition and, you know, playful side, the masculine part, if you're not aware, is like the get to work kind of typical masculine energy that we all have. You know, we all have both. So I feel like we've been so like it's actually, you know what, it's associated with the ego brain too. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Then you have the feminine associated with the subconscious. So we've all been working, and we've been taught to think a certain way. So we are constantly going on this autopilot, and we're not even stopping to smell the roses, not even to see that there's a damn rose in there. And that's something I had to realize too, is that all of a sudden I was like, whoa, I haven't been, Jesus, I could have been like, I didn't notice that was even there. I mean, you know, stopping and looking around and starting to let my intuition like actually get my attention. I feel like what they're saying is it's gonna add some relief. Like you're gonna feel better. Your financial situation's gonna improve because you're gonna be actually listening to your intuition and following your soul's mission. There was something about a past life, and I feel as though people are getting prompted to find out what makes them tick. And by tick, I mean what makes you feel excited and passionate, not just like, oh, I do this because I went to school for it and I need to make money. Like, no, what do you actually enjoy? And I feel for a lot of people, you'll know that what that is. And if you don't, just sit down and write like what you're passionate about. Write a list. And whatever that number one is, if you can translate that into a career, there you go. And I feel like a lot of people did do it in their past life, you know, like I did this in a past life. So, and I know that, so I was able to tap into skills that I utilize. You know what I mean? Like you might think, oh, I can't start over now. It's like, no, I mean, you're not really starting over though. If it's meant for you, there's a reason. So, you know, deep down, there's like, it's like encoded in your soul. So I also got walk away. Oh, that's hard to see. Message and calling. And that actually reaffirmed what I was thinking about. I think a lot of us are doing careers right now, like that we're in these careers that we had to do to survive, but now it's like time to reassess. Okay, is this really what I want to do? You know, is this really what my soul feels fulfilled doing? And I feel like they're asking for any type of job that, you know, you'll know because it makes you feel bad. And you think to yourself, yeah, it's fine, but it's not great. And, you know, it doesn't make you happy. So they're saying walk away. And they're trying to get messages to a lot of people that a lot of people's intuition is disconnected completely because you have a calling. You have a calling. Everyone does. You might think this is it, but if you think about it harder, you might realize it's not. A lot of people are blocked off right now, very big time. What you need to do is try to clear energy. All you have to do is ask for help clearing it. We build up other people's thoughts, get into our energy. It is a lot into it. I'm not going to go on that kind of tangent right now, but so I pulled some Kipper cards, and I got work and letter and another message, and unexpected money. So I feel like Spirit saying, whatever you do, that lights your soul up, you're going to be financially abundant with it. It doesn't matter. Even if it's a little bit less of a pay cut in the beginning, it's going to work out. That's exactly what they're saying, which is fantastic, you know. I mean, when you're in alignment with your soul, you can't lose, you know. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So I have the Nine of Swords upright. So there are a lot of people who are very unhappy in their careers right now. They are thinking, they're just not fulfilled. They're thinking, is this what I'm actually supposed to do for the rest of my life? Do I have to get up and trudge through 9 to 5 each day till I'm 65, till I retire? Like, is this really what life's all about? I feel very strongly that a lot of people are doing that right now. And everyone's in their head too much, thinking too much. They can't get messages through because the thoughts are just nonstop. If anything, meditate, please. I got the Queen of Wands upright and I got the Three of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's a feminine energy that is in your field right now. Someone who's, usually the Queen of Wands gives me a good feeling, but this one does not give me a good feeling. I feel like she's controlling and mean and doesn't value you. I don't know if it's a boss or a family member, a spouse. Like I said, gender is it's not really gender technically. I mean, it is, but it's energy. And like I said, we both have each gender within us. The key is to maintain balance between the two. I feel like it might be a mother figure and people are scared. They think, how could I leave the job that I've been working at to go and do this off the wall thing because my soul's telling me to do it, but how am I going to explain this to someone? How am I going to have my mom who pay or whatever, you know, someone's worried about other people's reactions. I'm definitely getting a mother figure, a mother energy who's very critical. And she's probably the reason why you're up. I mean, a lot of it, because every time you go, you're getting met with criticisms. You think you did something good, it's still not good enough. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like you think she's going to be really excited, and she's still not. She's never going to be excited. I hate to say it, but the Three of Wands in reverse. You know that it's time to go. You've already come to terms with this, I feel, and you're stressed because you're like, I don't know how to proceed. How do I go and change my life? People are going to think I'm off the wall. People are going to think I'm absolutely insane. Oh yeah, I got the oh my God. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So whatever you're thinking of doing, please, I mean, seriously, do it, because who gives a shit what anyone thinks? It's not their life. You know what I mean? It's not their life, it's your life. You're the one that has to get up and go do that job every day. If you don't like it, make a change. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm telling you, if you're in alignment with your soul's true purpose, the universe has your back. And I can tell you from experience, that's the case. I recently left my job. I honestly, I couldn't stomach it anymore. I couldn't do it. And it's just that there was a lot of imbalance energy. I was giving too much, and there was a lot of taking also. But I'm not blaming anyone, because I am the one that set the standard of like, I'm giving too much. Who wouldn't take if it's freely given? You know what I mean? So I realized a lot of things about myself, but I also realized that I couldn't do the dental assisting job anymore, and I needed to make this my full-time thing. So I just kind of had to bite the bullet. But I'll tell you what, the universe has my back. I promise you, if you do this, you're gonna be just fine. Yeah, you're keeping your. So I got the Page of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Cups in reverse. You get the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So whatever you're holding off, it's keeping you from being happy and satisfied. There's something else they wanted to say. Okay, so the worrying about what people think. There's a lot of attachment wounds going on, and that's what the worrying's about. A lot of self-esteem issues. Um, so working on healing those childhood wounds and attachment issues and self-esteem and building your self-worth, that's so important, because this is why we stay in this energy and we keep ourselves from the 10 of pentacles and 10 of cups. I mean, that is, I did that for a very long time. I didn't know my self-worth, and that's why I gave too much, and that's why I didn't set proper boundaries, and that's why I cared what everyone thought before my own thoughts. I didn't even know which thought was mine and which one wasn't. I mean, when I first started really thinking about it, I was like, do I really even feel this way or this way? And some of it's societal. I'm not saying it's all other people, and I'm not blaming anyone. Honestly, I'm taking full responsibility, because it was me who set the standard. Okay, this is how I'm going to be treated. So that's what you need to do, but you need to build the self-worth first. And how you do that is by putting yourself first, being good to yourself, making sure that the people in your life show up the way you expect them to. Sit down and think of boundaries. Like, what's your non-negotiables? If someone crossed that line, like, it's like warning, and then 2 strikes you're out. If you present people in your life and you present these boundaries, they're either gonna come correct or fall off. And either way, it is what it is, because you can't keep compromising your own self-worth and value for someone else. It doesn't matter who it is. These are probably karmic people. You know what I mean? So you need to do what's best for you. Do you really want to be miserable? And I mean, just because you're, it's just not, it's not right. It's not fair. Let's see if we can get some advice. I just really wanted to, they wanted to hammer that across, I feel, because it's very important. And there's a lot of people right now, a lot of cycles ending. A lot of cycles ending. Accept what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. You just have to look at it like, okay, you know what? Not everyone's gonna like this, and but I'm gonna do it anyways. And if they, when you have the discussion with them, you just say, this is what I need to do to be happy. And if they argue with you, then it's like, do you really want them around you? No. All right. Yeah. So, like I said, I wanted to make sure I came on. I felt very told to do this specific message today. So, I really hope that that helps someone. I really do. Um, and I will see you for your October 2024 reading. All right. Bye, Cancer.